son. Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I make the backyard feel like a stampede. I make a trash car feel like it's a Bentley. Hanging like a Warhol or like a Banksy. And hit the stage, turn the people into family. I'm talking back then, you didn't know me. But you feel it now, acting like the homie. Talking about, hey, can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the quick, right?
That's out wide for Palmer. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Here we go.
On the zone read, a give to Wright. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You talk about this Giant defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is an offense that's number 1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Panthers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll go again here with Wright. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
All right.
They'll try and run for this with Wright. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Stroud now on 4th down. This one taken in by Olave. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The give now to a... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
19 Texas.
A give up the middle to right. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Olave over the middle. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Under.
4th down, here's Stroud. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And they'll go right back to Wright. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Stroud looking to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to...
He's got a man complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Israel Abanikanda. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Why, Tony? Under. Close.
Throwing now is Stroud. Flushed out right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
11.
Stroud completes this out wide. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Trey Palmer, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have regained the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. This one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Now Purdy. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
First down, Giants.
Purdy from the gun.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants have moved out in front.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Robbie. Here we go.
Here's Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. It's Joseph. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Now, the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Stroud coming right back after the pick 6.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
11. Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, uno.
As Stroud now to throw.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on fourth down.
Right.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And this one is right through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
On the handoff, Abanikanda.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun, Purdy.
This is caught. Touchdown!
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's caught. This is a Abanikanda. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Purdy. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Over the middle, complete. That's Joseph.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Purdy now to throw.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
All right.
Out of the gun, here's a give to right. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he gets this up past the 30.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now a toss play for Wright.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
64 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
19 Texas.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
At the Giants' 26-yard line. Oh, go. Hey, south.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Wright's got it. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
On the quick, right?
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps back?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 21 yards away.
And the Panthers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This is 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Back to throw, Purdy. This is caught by Waddle. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. On the ground, it's Abanikanda.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Purdy.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, ready? Tonight. Eleven. Under. Hey, uno. Hey, uno more. Tonight.
Here's Stroud.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's 2nd down.
Oh, ready?
Stroud. Connecting with Johnson.
And some room to roam now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Here we go, Shaq.
Sheds him off at the 45.
And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Why, Tony? Look the hot. Tonight.
Stroud to throw it.
Steps away to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find the throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Abanikanda once again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 49 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
His crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First throw of overtime for Purdy. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
That good for 22 and a first down.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard them over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Abanikanda.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Purdy to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as it kicks away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, They can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Now Stroud. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On third down, here's a run by Wright. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
All right. 19 seconds.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here we go.
Throwing on second and long. Stroud. Complete to Wright. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout. Stroud looking to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Now a timeout called. The defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially get out of here with a tie. And his kick is good. A gut-wrenching moment, but he's able to bang it through from long distance. And they match an earlier OT field goal with one of their own. Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and very rarely in the National Football League you tie. But that's what we had here. Each team with a field goal in the extra session, but nobody could separate.
I'm glad you went in that direction because I thought the next thing was going to be, and sometimes it rains, but that's not really the case here.